Всем привет, друзья, с вами Smoove, и сегодня я выкладываю вторую часть нашего разговора с профессором. Для тех, кто спрашивает, понимает ли меня профессор по-русски, объясняю. Я задаю ему вопрос на русском сначала, потом дублирую на английском, и он мне отвечает. На английском, естественно. На монтаже я вырезаю английскую часть и оставляю только русский вопрос, чтобы вам было удобнее, чтобы было меньше субтитров хотя бы в этом месте, потому что их и так много. Как ты тренируешься и поддерживаешь свою форму сейчас?
So what I do is I work out with my cousin. If I'm working out, right? Like my thing goes in waves because I get busy or travel a lot, whatever it is. But if I'm at my best, I work out with my cousin. I do just off the court functional movement training, like workouts that are like 30 minutes to an hour, but really intense working on the core. I do that like twice a week. And then I try to go for a run for like a mile and a half, 3 times a week. And then on top of that, we're still playing ball once or twice a week. So pretty active if I'm at my best. Yeah, if I'm at my worst, I try to get like one off the court workout in and then play a couple times a week.
Какая у тебя была самая худшая травма за всю свою карьеру?
Oh man, I had so many. I think the worst one was when I fractured my foot.
Oh.
I had a stress fracture.
That was at the N1 tour.
Yeah, it was 2006. I think I played like 2 or 3 games that tour and then sat out the entire 30 cities left. So I was bummed at the time. Very bummed.
Я помню, как расстроился, увидев профессора травмированным и осознав тот факт, что он пропустит остаток тура. Но, к счастью, он восстановился довольно быстро и уже в следующем году снова радовал нас своими фишками на поляне. К сожалению, травмы никого не обходят стороной. И, как я думаю, многие из вас знают, сейчас я восстанавливаюсь от своих травм, от травм коленей. И по этому случаю мои друзья из Kombat попросили рассказать вам, каким образом можно уберечь свои коленки от падений и неприятных контактов. В этом вам помогут новые защитные вставки на фирменных наколенниках. Многие профессионалы и любители уже успели опробовать их и оценить комфорт и защитные свойства. Переходи по ссылке в описании, и твои коленки точно скажут тебе спасибо. Какие у тебя хобби, ну, помимо баскетбола, естественно?
I like going to the beach. I like going on running, like distance, like having a nice playlist, going for a run. I try to do that several times a week. I like watching superhero movies. I like editing. I like editing my videos. That's actually a hobby for me. I don't edit all my videos. I probably edit like 30% of them, maybe. So I have a hobby doing those. I like producing other people's stuff. Like I like actually, like, for example, my girlfriend had a photo shoot last weekend, and I like filmed it, and then I like making a recap. That's really fun for me. So I'm into like tech. I'm into tech stuff. I'm into computer stuff. Yeah, I'd say there's a few things.
Какие любимые фильмы?
Favorite movie of all time is the Dark Knight. I'd say Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are my favorite movies. I think that movies I grew up on, like Hoop Dreams, was one of my favorite movies. Above the Rim is a great movie. I actually just watched that again recently. What else? Dang, there's probably so many I'm forgetting right now. But those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, what is your favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite Marvel movie? Iron Man 3.
Oh, really?
Probably, yeah. Iron Man 1 or Iron Man 3 are probably my favorite, yeah.
Это вообще очень классный вопрос. Веришь ли ты в высадку на Луну?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, after Steph Curry's commentaries, yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's sort of hard, right? Because, like, I do think we land on the moon. Some of the pictures could have been exaggerated or, like, doctored up, you know what I mean? That could have happened, right? It could have been... Some people didn't believe it because, like, when the dude put the flag down, the flag was kind of, like, waving. It's like, wait, so there's no wind up there. But, like, I don't really know the physics of it, but I don't think that it was a marketing publicity stunt or a scheme for business. I don't think so.
Yeah, let's hope it was real.
Yeah, I hope so, right?
Какие микстейпы ты покажешь своему сыну, чтобы ознакомить со своей деятельностью?
Oh, wow, such a good question. You know, you would hope that YouTube would be around long enough. I hope it sticks around for a long time. You probably do as well. But I would hope that I could show the Professor live. And that would be a glimpse back on my career. I think if we're talking N1 stuff, you know, I'd probably show them all. You know what I mean? Show them all mixtapes, starting with when I wasn't on there, all the way up to, you know, volume 7 through 10.
Yeah, the 7 is the favorite.
Okay. Honestly, I like 7 a lot. Like, I feel like the ones before 5 were really special. The ones after volume 5, like second 5, I'd say like 7 and 9 were pretty dope.
Oh, 9. Area codes. That was awesome. Как ты относишься к официальному баскетболу 3x3, то есть стритболу?
Oh man, I think it's really cool. I think that the fact that it gives an outlet for other hoopers who would never get a chance to possibly like compete in the Olympics or just compete at a high level, more opportunity, I think is really awesome. I got to compete in some of the 3-on-3 stuff with 3-ball USA last year, and I had a chance to see with some of the teams that were competing for the Olympic spot. Pretty cool.
Как относишься к данкам и фристайлу?
Oh, I think it's great. You know, I think when I was with N1, I used to have a different viewpoint because I wasn't looking at it like I didn't look at those niches as like respectable, right? Because I looked at them and I said, hey, you know what? That's like a branch off a street ball that's weird. It's not legit, right? Because you're not playing in a game.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that's a good viewpoint. Like nowadays, I don't have an elitist viewpoint. I think that somebody can have fun with something. They can impact other people and get to be creative and do something. Then I think it's great. And I think it's actually really cool that it like stemmed off of street ball. You know what I mean? Like freestyle came from like the moves you saw at street ball games. Dunks were a big aspect of street ball games, so that became a thing. So I think it's actually love, and it's actually really dope that street ball could birth these things, and then people could find like careers and full on and inspire other people doing those things. Yeah. So I love it.
That's nice. Yeah, for me, like freestyle and basketball freestyle actually helped me in dunking too, because I like develop my hand speed, like quickness, and I can transfer it to dunking. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Some of your dunks and your setups are kind of like freestyle a little bit.
Yeah.
Умеешь
ли ты данчить?
Oh, today, like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Unfortunately, I probably could not dunk right now. I actually haven't hooped. I take that back. I played 2 days ago in Houston, and I actually twisted my ankle.
Yeah.
But before I played in Houston, I only played like once in like an entire month. And that was because I just got so busy with like business stuff, and like I still work out a little bit, but for me to be able to dunk, I need to be playing and jumping a lot.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I could dunk like today, but hopefully that'll be changing in the next couple months.
But we all saw your dunks on YouTube, so there are some proofs that you can dunk.
Yeah, I do have a video coming out where I did dunk actually pretty recently. But it changes for me. You know, when you get in your 30s, like you really got to maintain it. Like I could not work out for a week or two and I'll feel it. Like it's a problem.
У многих ребят, включая меня, данки — это основная часть дохода. Расскажи, пожалуйста, про свои источники.
Yeah, well, for me, number one is like YouTube AdSense. I think that's like my main source of income. Actually, I take that back. YouTube AdSense is the most steady. The main source of income will be like content campaigns. So like the company comes to you and they say, hey, we're trying to promote this product, or we're trying to promote our company. We'd like you to do 2 YouTube videos, 3 Instagram posts, and a couple Twitters. You know, that's what's called like a content campaign. So that might be actually my biggest source of income. On top of that, clothing, you know, Global Hooper. Check out globalhooper.com if you haven't. And then like appearance stuff, you know, it's like I show up and like play one-on-one for a half hour at a tournament, or I go overseas to play in some 5-on-5 exhibition game or whatever. Then there's like appearances. You know, somebody could pay me to show up at like some event to do a meet and greet or something like that. And then the last thing would be like online training, but I haven't done that in a while, so I'm trying to revamp that.
Да, заходите на Global Hooper, новая линия одежды от профессора, так что если вам что-то понравится, вы знаете, где это найти. Ссылочку тоже прикреплю в описании. Кто является твоим кумиром не только в баскетболе, но и вообще во всей жизни?
I think my role model now, the people I try to emulate are, it's more character based, right? Because when I was young, I was trying to be like great basketball players. Nowadays, I have like a mentor, like his name is like Chris Ray, and then I even have another mentor who's actually my pastor at my church. His name's Phil Allen. So those are people I consult with just on like life issues and everything, ask questions, stuff like that, and they give me really great advice, whether it's on relational stuff or just how to handle something, or even a business. Somebody asks some business advice, and those are guys I guess I try to motto, I would say. And I think my dad too. My dad, my whole life has always been my idol. You know, somebody I definitely tried to walk in their footsteps. You know.
Какая у тебя мечта?
My goals right now, right now I just want to continue to brand expand, because I think with basketball, playing a lot of countries, you know, did a lot of great things up under other entities, you know. So in starting Global Hooper as its own clothing entity, I would love to expand that. And then like just like Professor Live, I don't know how long YouTube's gonna go, but I definitely want to expand that as much as possible, you know, from a subscriber rate, from a viewership rate. And then I would love to venture into other things, you know, not only just being like the CEO of a clothing brand, but also like acting. Like I've been doing acting off and on for like 15 years, but I would love to further my career in that. So I'm actually making strides toward that, just in different ways, things that I'm working on. So I think the ultimate dream, I think things are happening, things are on a great path right now. I just want to expand it and then hopefully cross over into a couple different things.
Gotcha. Yeah, about acting, there are some people still waiting for Bold Don't Lie to come up.
If they're still waiting, man, I'm sorry to disappoint. I don't think Bold Don't Lie will ever see the light of day. It just never got distribution, and it kept getting like, it was like a lower and lower priority, you know, every year that we got away from like the time it was produced. Yeah. And those investors, whoever invested in it, must have got paid back from other projects or just chalked up the debt. Mm-hmm. Because I never really got the inside business on it. I just know it never got distribution. So, bummer.
Broke my heart, man.
It's all good, man. Actually, I will say this though, I'm working on something that would be much better. Believe it or not, I'm working on a couple things that hopefully would come to light, Lord willing, you know, God willing, but it would outdo Bold Don't Lie.
Okay. We're waiting for that. В интернете сейчас идет челлендж, что было в 2009 году, 10 лет челлендж. Можешь ли ты вспомнить свой 2009?
2009 was actually a rough year, to be honest. That was a rough year for me because I actually went broke. The N1 Mixtape tour ended late 2008, and then early 2009 I realized like I don't have a job. There's like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And there was no forewarning. It made sense because the market had kind of like taken a dip. The U.S. Economy was really bad at the time, so people weren't investing in entertainment. So it made sense why it happened, but I wasn't business savvy to foresee that, right? So it just happened quick. And so if I can name one of the best memories of 2009, it would be the few games that I did play, because I did play in some games, like street ball games here and there. And then also I started my YouTube channel, Professor Live, and I had a really fun time learning how to edit and kind of like picking up that whole hobby. That was like a very transitional year.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember the year Ball Up started with some games.
You're right. Ball Up did actually start. It actually literally started 2009. We played like 4 games. But what happened was the guy who was beginning, he was smart. He did it for 4 games. And he saw how it went. He was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this right, there's a lot of things that I need to back up and take the time to do. And so he took 2 years to get sponsors, to get better promotion, get a production team, and really make it more of a company instead of just like, hey, here's a one-off game.
Yeah.
And I actually appreciated that. You know what I mean? He went really hard to make that a bigger production. So it didn't officially go off until 2011, but you're right, it did start 2009.
Yeah, I remember those first games at 2011. That was like a reborn of streetball genre, right? That was just great.
Man, it was so fun, honestly, and like honestly back then, if I would have been as savvy as I was like about content like digitally now, it could have been a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But like I was still in a mode of where like I was just playing ball. I was taking my YouTube channel like half serious, you know what I mean? It could have been really special, but I think all of us learned about marketing after Ball Up, more about digital marketing, you know, and I think that's what it needed.
У меня на канале очень часто появляются, ну сейчас не очень часто, но летом появлялись игры 1 на 1, и подписчики постоянно спрашивают, когда ты уже сыграешь с профессором. Если я буду в Лос-Анджелесе, сыграем?
We're playing one-on-one. I'll say we'll see. We'll see. I'll leave that open-ended.
Какой совет ты бы дал начинающим баскетболистам, которые только вот начинают заниматься, берут впервые мяч в руки? С чего им начать и на что обращать внимание?
I would say really take the time to try to master the craft. A lot of people who want to be social influencers are kind of like playing their sports, but they're too focused on the social aspect of it. You know what I mean? And they're not taking the time to really like master the craft to where when they do come to start their social media, it's actually impressive. So I would say really spend time watching the game, being a student of it, and mastering the fundamentals first. And then if you wanted to venture into like Showtime stuff, then I think the time is right. But I'd say really like mastering the craft is the key. And it's a huge time investment, but you have to love it. If you love it, it'll seem like fun. If you don't love it, you just like it a lot, it'll seem like work. And that'll be the difference.
Спасибо большое, что ответил на 27 вопросов от подписчиков. Очень рад, что ты нашел на это время. И надеюсь, увидимся в Лос-Анджелесе.
Hey, and I appreciate you as well. If you do come to LA, maybe we can do some sort of YouTube collab. Maybe it won't be a one-on-one, but maybe a 2-on-2, we'll play together or something like that. Cool?
Definitely, man, definitely.
Okay. All right, cool, man. I appreciate the opportunity as well.
Надеюсь, что вы насладились этой беседой так же, как и я. Очень хочу все-таки попасть в Лос-Анджелес в этом году и привезти оттуда много интересного контента. Надеюсь сыграть не только с Грейсоном, но и с другими американскими блогерами. Хочется увидеть, чем же живут люди, которые занимаются примерно тем же делом, что и ты, но на другом конце планеты. Ну а до этого момента буду делать для вас интересные разборы, интересные истории, так что подпишитесь, если вы еще не подписаны. Я пошел готовить для вас новые интересные выпуски. До встречи, друзья!